Yo, what's happening, wigwams? So, I wanted to cover my last 2 weeks. As most of you know, I've been using the P40 Pro now for just over 2 weeks, and I want to give a little bit of a summary of how my experience has gone so far. Oh yeah, today's video is sponsored by Huawei Engaged. So if you work in a phone store, get signed up, and that way you can learn all about all the stuff that I'm talking about. Now, granted, it's not as entertaining as watching me say it, but yeah, don't forget. So as you know, the P40 Pro is a device that doesn't use GMS, it doesn't use Google Mobile Services, it just uses Huawei Mobile Services, which means that some apps are not available. So straight off the bat, the first point I want to cover is how I've actually been getting my applications. So, I installed Petal Search, I installed more apps, and I also installed APK Pure. So I'm going to be honest, I haven't used more apps at all recently, so that app is going to be uninstalled because it just doesn't really have any use for me. I can find pretty much everything I need to in Petal Search. If I can't find it in Petal Search, it could be available in APK Pure. However, I do also run the risk of maybe that app not being working, and that's why it's not in Petal Search, but that's not always the case. So it is just a little bit of trial and error. If you get it from Petal Search, it probably is going to work 99% of the time. If you get it from APK Pure, it may work, it may not, but there's still a high chance that it will because it's an Android application. In regards to the update side of things, Petal Search doesn't yet, from my experience, give you all the updates and do them automatically for you, so it's not quite a complete finished service, but that's fine. So if you go into APK Pure, the dots up in the top right hand corner, that shows you every app that needs updating, and you can update them from there. It's a bit of a manual process, but you know what? It's worth it. So one app that I was dubious about losing was Google Maps. So, as the phone had recommended, I started using Here We Go Maps. So as far as a mapping application goes, Here We Go Maps is pretty decent. It's got some good layouts to it, it works fine, it has links with TripAdvisor. But what I thought I would do then is try installing Waze. Because one of my friends had said that previously Waze was really good, because it's a user-contributed app, it means that things like traffic jams and delays and stuff can be reported by the users and you can see it in real time. So I've started using Waze and I kind of find that that's actually a pretty good replacement for Google Maps. However, what I would say is I still do have Google Maps installed on the phone. It's available to download via either Petal Search or APK Pure. You can't sign in, so I don't use it as my everyday maps, but it's handy still for Street View, because sometimes it's nice to be able to actually see exactly where you're going to be going or where you need to get to. I'm a big lover of music and I listen to it pretty much all day, every day. So I'd subscribed to Google Play Music before. Obviously that service isn't available moving across into the P40 or P40 Pro, so I subscribed to Spotify. Everybody knows what Spotify's like, it's a really, really good service, and I'm looking forward to that yearly email that tells me what song I've listened to over and over again. However, I also subscribe to Huawei Music. Now the reason I did this, it's normally $9.99 a month. However, for the first 6 months, I'm going to be getting it for free. So I thought I'd give both services a try. I figured it would be worthwhile because I'm getting used to a new interface with music anyway. So Spotify and Huawei Music, they're both worth giving a shot. Plus at the minute, doing the free trial with Huawei Music and subscribing to the service puts you in with a chance of winning a pair of FreeBuds 3. So it's worthwhile even just to see if you're going to get a pair of FreeBuds out of it. Now my love of memes, and sometimes actually becoming a meme myself, means that I love being able to collect memes, a ridiculous amount of them to have on my phone at all times, and then forget that they're there. So I naturally use Imgur quite a lot. Imgur is a fantastic place to be able to find loads of memes and GIFs and all that sort of stuff that I want to keep on my phone that make me laugh. However, Imgur is not currently available on the P40 Pro. Sad face, sad face, sad face. So I've started using Reddit. Reddit isn't perfect for exactly what I want it to be, although it does have all the memes and GIFs on there that I would like. They're just not collected in the same way. So I think once Imgur comes across to the HMS platform, I'll probably go back to using that. But for the time being, Reddit, Sync for Reddit, and Bacon Reader are all good Reddit apps. There's a couple of really cool games which I've been enjoying as well on the P40 at the moment, which is Dragon Boom, which is a really cool sort of side-scroller game where you play a little dragon that can fly up and down and shoot fireballs at little baddies and stuff like that. It's a cool way of just killing 10 minutes, and it's a game that I would really recommend. It's pretty cool. Also, Bad Piggies used to be one of my favourite games on Android years ago, so I downloaded that again actually just to give it another try, start myself from the beginning, give myself that fresh challenge. Google Drive was an app that I used before as well for storing information in the cloud. I've started now to move all my information across to the Huawei cloud. You can back up the files that you want to keep safe in Huawei files, so all you have to actually do is click into there and then set that you want a file to upload. I've also subscribed to the 2TB plan because it's only £3.50 a month, which I think is really, really good value for money. So being able to keep all your WhatsApp conversations in the cloud, being able to keep all your photos, all your videos, all your app contents, and then also your individual files in the cloud with 2 TB of storage for £3.50 a month, that's a bit of a bargain. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about last is still one that was very, very important to me and was probably one of my main gripes of moving across to a non-GMS device, which is using the Chromecasts. Now, I know for those that have smart TVs, it's not a problem. You can just use wireless projection and you can cast straight onto a smart TV, but I didn't have smart TVs. The two TVs we had at home were connected via Chromecasts, and that was my smart solution for those. Now, we just got a new TV in the bedroom anyway, which is a smart TV, so I can cast to that no problem. And the main TV that we have in the living room, that also is not a smart TV, so that was plugged in using a Chromecast. So the solution was just to buy a Fire Stick. Once I've got an Amazon Fire Stick, I can cast to that no problem. It's the same thing because it uses DLNA wireless projection. So therefore, it acts like a smart TV and I can cast to that stick. I didn't need the Chromecast. So that about wraps it up. They're the points I wanted to cover, which were my main gripes of moving across from a GMS device to a HMS device. What was I going to lose? What was the alternative going to be? And was it still a good solution? Using the phone now feels pretty much just the way that my old phone would have done. There isn't really any more exploration that I need to do or trying to figure things out. So the reason I've created these videos is to try and help people get over those stumbling blocks if they're choosing to move to a Huawei HMS device themselves. So subscribe to the channel to see more videos which hopefully will help you in your journey of moving across to a HMS device.